Hey guys, my name's Caleb, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down Barnbridge, which has the ticker symbol BOND. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe so you stay up to date and in tune with all the latest developments inside the space. Now, for those of you who know my channel, you know I've been talking a lot about how during this insane pullback we're having right now, wow, look at that, Bitcoin down to 42,000. I've said that as we've seen all the new people first discover Ethereum, because Ethereum, as we know, has gained insane values over Bitcoin over the last 3 months. And you can see the last 3 months here, Bitcoin has pretty much stayed stagnant. And this yellow line is the Ethereum over Bitcoin has gone up insanely in value. And that is because of all the new users that have been brought onto Ethereum through NFTs and through DeFi. Okay, so I think that the next stage of all these new users is naturally to start discovering what they can do with their assets, which is start to discover DeFi. So I've already covered AAVE and some of these other borrowing and lending protocols, but just a quick summary if you don't know what DeFi is decentralized finance. You can borrow, you can lend, you can short, you can long, you can do so many things with your assets other than just sitting there and letting them gain value. So let's say, for example, just one very quick example. Let's say you were very bullish on Ethereum over the next couple of years. You think it's going to 10,000. You don't want to sell your Ethereum, but you see some, some other opportunities, let's say like BOND, you want to buy some bond, but you don't want to sell your Ethereum and take a taxable event. So what you can do is go onto something like AAVE, put up your Ethereum for collateral, borrow some USDC. Let's say you had, I don't know, $1,000 in Ethereum, you borrowed $100 in USDC, and then you take that $100 and you go buy some BOND, some bond. Okay, so that's just a very quick example of utility beyond just price movement that people can be exposed to through the power of DeFi. Now, that is starting to blow up just as I kind of hoped that it would. Look at this, AAVE up 36% even through Bitcoin being down 25%. Now, usually when Bitcoin's down 25% and even Ethereum's down 19% over the last 7 days, usually the entire rest of the altcoins drop significantly, which we've seen happen for the most part, except for these DeFi and layer 2 solutions. Okay, now to sum all that up, what I wanted to say is Barnbridge, okay, is a decentralized finance product that basically, here, let me go to the home page and show you. It is that didn't work. Let me go back. Oh, sorry, home. Okay, it's basically a tokenized risk protocol. So fluctuations derivatives protocol for hedging yield sensitivity and market price. So I'm not going to get super into what derivatives are. If you haven't already, you can look into derivatives. It is a $660 trillion market, just the European notional amount. And the bond market is a $119 trillion market. Okay, so that's the traditional finance. We see basically that there isn't really there are derivatives platforms right now, which are, if I can show you the current top. So if you go to DeFi Pulse here, you can see the total value locked in just derivatives alone is $4 billion. Now we have a long ways to go. 4 billion compared to what I just showed you, 660 trillion in traditional finance. As DeFi derivatives starts to eat up this, Barnbridge, you can see, is number 4 currently with a total value locked. It says 99 million right here, but it's actually a little bit more than that, and I'll show you here in a minute. So synthetics has grown quite a bit over the last few days, but not a lot of people are talking about Barnbridge and what it can do. Now, it is very complicated, again, if you don't know what bonds are or derivatives, but basically the first couple products that Barnbridge has created on here are these smart yield bonds. Now, I'm going to give you a very quick example of what this can do. Now, if you have borrowed before on Compound or AAVE or these other protocols, you can see that there is a variable. Let's just pull up AAVE really quick just to show you. There is variable yield. Okay, so anytime you borrow or lend, you're going to get a variable and a stable yield. So this variable yield is normally what people are exposed to. Now, if you don't want to stay up late at night wondering what the current yield is, now I'm going to back this up a little bit to give you a more clear example. Let's say I wanted to deposit. Let me just disconnect my wallet here so everybody doesn't see my wallet. Let me just say I wanted to deposit my USDC. Okay, I don't have an option to have a stable APY. I'm just going to get whatever the current yield demand is for that day. But and that could keep some people up at night because they don't know if they're getting 8%, they don't know if they're getting 12%, 30%, or 2%. They need more stability in the yield that they're going to receive. Now, what Barnbridge is able to do is it's able to, and this is simplifying it a lot, but it's able to create these incentives and these pools, right, where they are able to pay these liquidity providers a certain amount of the bond token, right, in these pools. Let me show you these pools, these smart yield pools, where these people are rewarded for stabilizing that yield a lot more, okay? And by stabilizing that yield, they're able to expand the horizon of DeFi beyond just the current users that we have today, because now people with really big money like BlackRock, okay, and this is just kind of giving you an example, with, I believe they have 8.7 trillion assets under management. They can't be exposed to the market volatility of yield that is currently in DeFi, right? But if we had a product like Barnbridge that helped mitigate this risk, this yield risk, hedging yield sensitivity, then that makes DeFi a lot more attractive for these larger investors, okay? And that's just talking about yield alone. There's also hedge against market price, okay? That's the other product that's in here. So let me see, there's smart yield and then smart exposure, okay? That's what this product is able to do. And this smart contract that was created, it's actually a full decentralized autonomous organization. Now, as I showed you on DeFi Pulse a second ago, Barnbridge currently, it shows 99 million value locked, which is up 26% in the last day, mind you. They actually have 136 million total value locked, and they are currently valued at $110 million, which is a very, very low market cap, currently ranked 365. Which, if Barnbridge gained the popularity I think it's going to, I think that we could see this one easily 10x over the next few months if they're very successful in gaining liquidity in these smart yield pools, okay? And if you look at their roadmap, that's what they are. Oh, by the way, they have a fantastic team. I highly encourage you to look at some of the interviews with Tyler Ward and Troy Murray. Also follow them on Twitter, and Barnbridge, follow them on Twitter as well. They are very, very focused on decentralized first, okay? Decentralization of the entire organization is their main concern and their main priority. And they've proven that by making, the entire Barnbridge company a decentralized autonomous organization. So not only by participating in Bond are you able to, gain exposure to all the profits that the Bond protocol makes, but you're able to also participate in voting and governance, okay? And own that way by staking. So I think that's really, really awesome. I'm still learning more about Barnbridge as we go along, but it is very, very cool to me. And also, before you guys click off, and before you like the video, Coinbase Custody, if you look in Coinbase Custody, they have Barnbridge, and I've talked about this kind of before, how I think that Coinbase is going to be listing Bond very soon, Barnbridge, but they have it in their custody account. So even Coinbase understands that, traditional finance markets are going to benefit very heavily off of Barnbridge, and it is such a, still not very noticed by a lot of people. Like I said, still a very small market cap as of today. And as DeFi continues to blow up, the need for, protocols like Barnbridge to help stabilize the volatility in DeFi is what the entire DeFi sector really needs right now, and I think is going to benefit big time, which is why, full disclosure, I am heavily invested in well, I don't want to say super heavily, but I invested in Barnbridge, because I think that the future is very bright for these type of protocols that are bringing on a full new product to what DeFi can do. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you like the video. If you liked content like this, make sure you give a thumbs up and subscribe so that you can continue to stay up to date on all the latest developments inside crypto and DeFi and all that. If you have any questions about anything I talked about in this video, make sure you comment down below. I try to get to all the comments, and let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Barnbridge can kind of be the, the hedge provider, the yield or hedge against yield provider, the same way that Chainlink provides, price oracles, right? So Chainlink, this is kind of like a good way to think about it too. Chainlink provides AAVE and these other decentralized finance protocols with stability with prices. So, they're not worried about a price of a particular asset going up and down based off of, some kind of false information. Chainlink provides them with truth and stability in information, right? Barnbridge is aiming to provide stability in yield and price movements. Okay, so it is very bright future, in my opinion, of what they're able to do ahead. And I highly encourage you to go over to the website, check it out, connect your wallet, and just kind of look over, see the full products that they're building here. They just now recently partnered with AAVE, by the way. So if you read here, you can now manage your AAVE deposit risk with Barnbridge. So as these partnerships kind of grow and Barnbridge is more mainstream and people are starting to realize the potential of, mitigating the yield risk or price risk, that is very bullish, in my opinion, for the future of Barnbridge. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And also make sure, again, you reach out to me with any questions you have. I love to hear from you guys. So thanks again so much. I'll see you in the next video.